What is up, soul family? What up? It's Shanny with Healing Elements, here for another addition to the astrological compatibility, the love sign series regarding the signs and their love compatibility and how you are as a sun sign in love. This video today is all about my sign, sun sign of Pisces. The Pisces fish, the two fish, one swimming up or down and entangled with each other at the same time. Pisces is ruled by the water element, one of the water signs included in the group of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So right off the bat, that will be toward the middle of the video, compatibility with each particular sign or group of the signs in the elemental structure. But that being said, Pisces has a strong connection in loving relationships, whether that is partnerships and or relationships from parent to child, sibling, or otherwise, even grandparent to grandchild. If it is a Pisces with another Pisces, or Pisces Cancer, or Pisces Scorpio, it makes for a very incredibly enriching and deeply moving emotional relationship of significance for the Piscean. So as a Pisces, you guys, your soul, of course, being at the end of the cycle of incarnation, all the way through the zodiac wheel, beginning with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, you are the last, the 12th sign of the zodiac. And, Pisces is now at that point, reached an understanding about all of the limitations, but also the possibilities within life and also between partnerships. And Pisceans, you understand that there is something so higher, evolved as far as a spiritual feeling, pretty much, when you connect with such deep, profound, committed relationships and that kind of, no limit spectrum of love. And that, to me, being a Pisces, if you're a Pisces listening or a cross watcher, maybe it'll help you to understand. The Piscean understands that to love and feel unconditional, true, bonded love is a connection to source or higher power or the universe or God, namaste, whichever you want to label it. The point to me, in my opinion, of the afterlife, of the other side of our soul, our being, is love. And to understand love, I believe that the universal source, whichever you believe, for me, is, love is my higher power. God is equal to love. So I feel as if you strive and devote yourself to this interconnectedness with all life and, the nature of the oneness of love with either yourself toward another animal or yourself in a partnership as a form and meditative modality to get higher consciousness, to reach to a higher place within, ascension, to feel the love of the universe or God. So for you to have a lasting relationship, though, on a soul level, you need to feel it reciprocated. And often Pisceans may be within relationships in their life, whether they are long-standing or are able to swim out of them. Pisces tend to find themselves sometimes, if not with another partner who can reciprocate that on an equal basis, stuck and more so in the melancholic or lower vibrational Piscean realms, that can lead to sadness, because you do deserve, Pisces, to have an equal, amount of attention, love, devotion, and deep soul-to-soul connection paid back to you. So, many fish, many Pisceans in those type of relationships that don't have the kind of deeply, universally, undeniably powerful and true connectedness with each other. If they're in that relationship, they can become, the lower vibrational type of escapism fish, using escape routes such as addiction, wine, beer, any kind of addiction that is not serving them to their best interest. They, of course, Pisceans, begin to want to feel the void of what they're missing. So the best thing is when a Piscean is connected in a relationship in which they do feel, without having to inquire, ask, or give even hints to it, if they feel as if it is a mutual, a flow of energy that is powerful and deeply connected, even if not through words, that is just enough to hold them for, eternity, basically. I think that if we look at the zodiac wheel in general, Pisces being the last sign in the zodiac, the sign before you in the 11th house is Aquarius. And since going through the zodiac wheel, through the levels of incarnation, so to speak, we tend to, as sun signs, zodiac signs, gather lessons learned from previous signs that we've been through. So the sign before of Aquarius, is a very rational and intellectualizing sign, and just shoot straight from the hip and come straight from the heart. And this, in accumulation with the Piscean, need to express themselves deeply on a level of emotional depth, they tend to use coming straight from their heart right away. So in some instances, people can mistake this as being needy or gullible and falling too fast, too hard. But the fish just takes on the feelings and emotions of everyone around, and again, wants to shoot straight from the heart. So if the feeling is there, they're not going to beat around the bush, right? Pisces are very, of course, mystical, psychic. They love this mystical, psychic state of consciousness felt between their love relationships as well. They feel the depths of both excruciating sensitivity of pain and sorrow when losing somebody that they love, of course, but they also can feel the jubilation, joy, and relief of gaining someone in that same regard. So if you, find yourself as a Pisces needing a more deeper spiritual connection with your partner, then there could be change to come in your life that you can make happen with an open mind. And you're a mutable sign. Pisces are mutable signs, meaning more adaptable and changeable. And you share this quality, being a mutable sign, with Virgo, your opposite sign in the zodiac, an earth sign, also a great compatible match with you. And also Sagittarius and Gemini share the mutable sign quality, although not as promising of a match of Piscean with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and another Pisces, and Pisces with a Virgo. It is, I think, one of the favorable compatibilities with Pisces being with another Gemini, or Pisces being with the Sagittarius. There's just a little bit more complex work involved. So to start from the beginning, a Pisces with another Pisces is a beautiful match, as I mentioned in the beginning. A water sign with a water sign, these two can equally understand without even having to basically maybe even have eye contact. The Piscean, again, absorbs energy, and so with another Pisces, they can be even in just the same realm universe and almost like spooky action at a distance, like their fellow Piscean Einstein discovered. They can literally feel telepathically, again, most often without eye contact, exactly the vibration and the mood and the thoughts within the other Pisces partner. Great match. Of course, you can always run into problems when you have two Pisceans who get down in the dumps and are in that procrastinative, maybe stagnant place. Maybe two Pisceans together can go through spurts of, binges of either being too lazy or too overproductive in order to compensate for something. But that isn't an extreme, and I think it's a very promising match in itself. Pisces with an Aries, a fire sign, very bold, and although this could be considered to be a tough one, being Aries the first in the zodiac, all about self-attention, powerful, sometimes aggressive, momentum, action, movement, assertive, bold, brass behavior. They really appreciate Pisceans because Pisceans can also be very assertive. However, they do it more with their feelings and emotions, and at a slower pace, much slower pace than Aries. I think it is a good compatible match in love due to the fact both are very passionate and really enjoy the different feelings of love and the making love of everything. And Aries, of course, loves attention and loves to have people who don't mind giving it to them, and Pisces certainly doesn't. It's natural to them to compliment, and Aries eats this up and has a very good compatible relationship. Aries can be very jealous, and that could be the only thing with a lot of relationships with Pisces. With certain signs, it could come into play as a negative, just because Pisceans are naturally talkative, flirtatious, but don't mean that in a sexual way, generally speaking. Sometimes they do, but you can tell, at least I, as a Pisces, can tell when this is of a sexual nature or of just of a bubbly Piscean type of personality trait. So then down the spectrum, we have the earth signs, and the Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo earth sign group with Pisces, I think, works well. They all have very, very opposite personality traits and different things that go into the energy that is representative of that sign. However, the earth and water blended together can teach each other extremely important lessons about how to meet in the middle, how to, for the Piscean, think more logically, critically, and down to earth, being more grounded, and for the earth sign to take things a little bit more lighthearted, to stop and smell the roses, to don't sweat the small stuff, and open up to spirit. That can be very enriching. Then we have the grouping of air signs with Pisces. We have the Pisces in Aquarius, Pisces with Libra, and Pisces with Gemini. I feel that Pisces and Libra are the most favorable out of the air signs. Libra is ruled by the scales, very balanced, very quick to indulge the Pisces in any kind of fantastical, intricate, elaborate, beautifully deep conversation. The only thing that may be of concern with air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, air signs tend to be, in my opinion, the less emotional, or at least the least likely to be vulnerable with their emotions. And Pisces expects all the time to have people be vulnerable with their emotions like them, and that's where Pisces can run into some trouble. So grid match, I would say, also with Aquarius and Pisceans. Aquarius, again, can just sometimes be a little bit abrupt. So Pisceans can, get a little bit stung and learn the lessons of how sometimes it is valuable to pull back emotional, feelings when it is due, perhaps in a karmic way, to somebody else. That can be a great match. I feel that the fire sign category with Pisces, the Leos, and the Sagittarius, we already talked about Aries being a fire, I feel is doable, but in doses. So if you are a Piscean that doesn't mind having your attention be mostly on the fire signs initiatives, fire signs are the strongest as far as creation and what they want to do in their bold moves. So if Pisceans, which typically they don't mind doing that, but not all the time, if there is equal attention paid back in a bonded, interconnected spiritual way with the fire signs back to the Pisceans, it's no problem. If they are aloof and this fire sign maybe has a lot of air in the chart, whatnot, or is just a person who is not into deeply getting on the level when the Piscean is, obviously in need, then there could be a little bit of a disconnect. So guys, all in all, Pisceans, not just saying because I'm a Pisces sun, are one of the most beautiful creatures to be in love with. Their moods, of course, flow. If she or he gets their feelings hurt, of course, they can swim off into a deep, dark Mariana Trench, gully, gorge, deep in the ocean, stay there for a while, but will resurface and come back bubbly as ever and entice you and mesmerize you like a mermaid. So guys, thanks ever so much for sticking with me, for supporting my channel, for supporting Instagram, for being here just to share in some joy, maybe some distraction, whatever you came here to my channel for. I welcome you. I wish you nothing but blessings, love, and light, and tons of positive intent, soul fam.